Friday. Friday feelings, Friday feelings, Friday feelings, Friday feelings. Happy Friday. Have you got those Friday feelings and you just can't keep it in? If you can think of what 90s advert that's from, I'll send you £1 and you can go buy a multi-pack of Crunchies. How's that sound? So here I am doing Friday Feelings on Facebook. Now, hi Megfield. Hi Megfield. Wow, option to bring them on camera. You don't want that to happen, do you, Megfield? That's good though, isn't it? That's new. Yeah. The average Brit checks their social media 28 times a day. Those are rookie numbers. You got to get those numbers up. So I was checking my analytics. Yeah, no. That's weird. That's really scary that you can do that. Just bring them on camera. Oh yeah, I should just add as well, if you're watching this live, give me a yo. And if you're watching this replay later, because it does tend to go on quite long, doesn't it? Give me a what's going on if you're watching a replay. So the average Brit checks their social media 28 times a day. I looked on my analytics on iPhone. You get that thing, it tells you how much you've been doing. And over the last 2 weeks, you gotta let me off. You gotta let me off because I've been furloughed and I have online business, so that let me off. But I've been averaging 4 to 6 hours a day on social media. What? That is obscene. That is obscene. If you're doing something for that amount of time every day for a prolonged period, it's going to start to have an effect on you. It's going to have an effect on you. If you eat chocolate for 3 or 4 hours a day, you're going to get diabetes. So I reckon dipping into social media, or not dipping in it, what am I doing? I'm having a long soak in it every single day. It's going to start to have an effect. There's going to have some negatives and it's going to have some positives. I'm not here to shit on social media. I love it. That's why I spend more time on it than I do asleep some days. So it is, I think it's important to recognise what areas it might be affecting and what we can sort of do about it. And sometimes it's just as simple as putting some language to it and just recognising it. So it's going to have an effect on self-esteem and all-round mental health. The majority of the time what we're doing on Facebook is looking at other people having a good time. During them having this good time, the images or the videos that you're going to see are most likely going to have a filter on them to make them look prettier, shinier. They are going to be, obviously they're going to be doing something worth taking a picture of. Meanwhile, you're sat looking at your phone, potentially on a toilet, maybe on a couch in your pyjamas, not up to very much. So you can immediately get that FOMO. Oh, what? Why are they on a beach? I wish I were on a beach. I want to be on a beach. It's probably not going to be the first take of that video or picture. Oh, come on, smile. Oh, he had one eye shut. You know what I mean? So they've taken the couple of times to take the picture, put a nice filter on it, pick the nicest picture out of there. So don't think, oh God, look. He looks lovely. Look at his skin. It's not his skin, not his real skin. That's a filter. So things get a little bit distorted for the good. And you are seeing people doing nice things that you're definitely not doing because you're looking at your phone at someone else doing these nice things. So it affects your self-esteem. You can sort of feel a bit shit, like you're unfulfilled, like you're missing out. And it can have those kind of negative effects. You can do it to yourself as well if you're looking at your own memories. So you look back at your own memories. I do it every day because I'm very keen to know, what was I doing on this day? This exact day over the past 8 years, you know? Again, they're highlights. That's my highlights reel. You're looking at people's best bits and you might be tempted to compare them to your now real life Don't do that, silly. Don't do that. That's dangerous. It's going to make you feel like shit. It's going to impact sleep if you're watching your phone at night. If you're watching Facebook, Instagram, you're scrolling along, not only have you got a bright bulb a few inches away from your face, which it suppresses melatonin, sleepy chemical that comes out, makes your mind feel sleepy. Your body's knackered, but because you've had this phone right near your face, it's suppressed this chemical and your mind's going because you've suppressed this sleepy chemical. So you've got to give yourself a little break before you try and go to sleep. I read a thing somewhere that said 40 minutes. 40 minutes is enough time to let that release. But it might just not be it might not be the bulb, it might be actually the content. So you might have got in a do. You might have had a do with someone, and I've had to ban myself from getting into the comments with people. You know, Facebook, Instagram, it didn't make people racist, you know. They were already like that. So I might be arguing with Doris from Kent, because they're always from down south, aren't they? And she'd be calling for genocide, you know. She hadn't done that because Facebook exists. Before Facebook, she was sat in my garden, waving my fucking slippers, shouting genocide. She were already doing that. But I might have got in an argument with Doris, going, Doris, genocide, you know. And as soon as I'm out of that interaction, I've got this sick feeling in the pit of my stomach, and that's going to stop me from going to sleep now. I'm anxious, I've got anxiety, or I just feel I'm angry, I might be angry, you know. Arguing with people's opinions or conspiracies very rarely ends up with someone going, oh yeah, sorry, I didn't think of it like that. I didn't think of everybody as a human being. You're right. Obviously, Instagram, you got beautiful people doing beautiful things a lot of the time, sometimes funny. Facebook gets a bit dark, doesn't it? Because it's saying, what's on your mind right now? Like, that's not a good question to blanket ask Brexit Britain, is it? What's on your mind right now? Whoa, genocide. Fuck. So yeah, we can see some ugliness in Facebook. Sometimes people's opinions. We can see beauty on Instagram, and all of these things don't make me feel good, you know. So you got to recognise that first of all, people are putting it's their highlights reel. Secondly, people are just driving a car. You know, when people are driving a car, and if you're walking across a road, bit slow, and someone beep, 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 you prick. You're like, wow, that guy was proper angry that I didn't run across that road. People forget that they're real humans when they're driving a car. Like, someone's just driving a bit slow in front. Come on, you fucking knobhead, what are you doing? Like, you wouldn't do that in Asda, someone walking slow in front of you, would you? You might think it, and you're, come on, Jesus Christ, but you're not going to shout it, otherwise you get kicked out of Asda. You're not going to get kicked out of your car because you can't kick me out of what is mine. So that's essentially what people are doing on Facebook. They're just driving a car. They're hiding behind this avatar. So they can be elevated emotions. They can be as angry as they want. They can pretty much say whatever they want. Yeah. So I have tried my best to try and be nice and positive on Facebook, yeah? If I'm just scrolling, all I'm doing is I'm consuming information, I'm consuming people's opinions, and if I don't balance that out by putting some positivity out there and having positive interactions, I come away with a bad taste in my mouth. So you see someone who's just, do you like my coat? Fire, fire, fire. Nice coat. Where's that from, that coat? You know what I mean? I'm not that into that coat. It might be, I don't know. But just put a bit of positivity out there. It makes you feel good. Or if someone's like, oh, I've just had my hair done, first time since lockdown. Fire, fire, fire. Yeah, nice. Fire, fire, fire. Does it matter? Does it cost you out to do that? Steve Fleming, bringing him on camera. I'm not going to do that, but I think it's a terrifying function that you can do that. Hi, Steve Fleming. Are you all right? I haven't seen you for ages. So yeah, actually communicating with people, speak to people, not arguing with people's opinions or conspiracies. It don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I've been trying for years. It don't go anywhere. And like I say, spreading that positivity. Fire, fire, fire. Have you ever put a post on Facebook, right? And you might not have necessarily felt amazing about it. And it didn't do very well, very quickly. And then you think, oh shit, I'm gonna take it down. I'm gonna take that down. And then, so you've gone on, like, yeah, I didn't feel good about that anyway. Take it down. And then you've got this horrible feeling, and it's like, a bit anxious about it, embarrassed now as well. Do you think, what if someone did see that, and now they've seen that I've took it down? Oh God, I better look a right dick. It don't, like, I think on average, if you're really active on Facebook, so if you are being positive and the algorithm likes you, you're still only getting your content out to about 25% of your audience, right? About a quarter of it. And half of them won't be asked. There's probably like 20 people, if you've got 600 friends, who are even asked, you know. And they have a really short shelf life as well. So if you put a post out there, how many other people who are more active than you putting things on, that it's just going to drown it out? People don't scroll, do you? You go like that, oh, fucking boring, fuck off. So yeah, let's not beat ourselves up by this currency that we've attached to social media content, likes, comments, you know what I mean? You see someone, you're like, bloody hell, he's only doing the same post that I'm doing, and look at all them likes he's got, look how many likes he's got. I've got no likes, and he's got loads of likes. Or maybe you've put a lot of effort into a live video. Maybe you've prepared some content. Maybe you've gone brave enough to do it live, and it's had 5 likes. But then you share a picture of your dog. I'm not talking about me. This is about someone else. This is probably about someone else. You share a picture of your dog. 38 likes. Oh, what a cute it. Oh, beautiful dog. You know what I mean? You think, that's dog. She didn't even do it. She was asleep. So yeah, don't take that to heart. You know what I mean? It's just about how people engage on Facebook. Not many people really want to get involved in nitty gritty, but just keep doing it anyway. If you like to do it, that's fine. Daniela Clapham is watching. I haven't seen you since school, Daniela Clapham. I hope you're well. Thank you, Daz. So you need to recognise what's going on. Preventative coping techniques. It's not the be all and end all, is it, social media? I know it feels like it because we're not actually seeing. There's no humans out there, is it, to go and talk to, so we have to do it on here. If you put a thing out, right, and you don't get many likes or loves on it, that's all right. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel bad about that. Hugh Priestley, how's it going? You all right? What we need to do is monitor our social media diet. So you monitor everything that goes in your mouth, you're putting into your body. You need to do that for your mind as well. If you've got negative people who are always piping up just to try and bring your thing down, little snarky little comments, fuck them off. You don't have to follow your friends and family if they're being pricks all the time, you know. It's better to unfollow them than end up arguing with them all the time. So just get rid of people who don't support you, who aren't very positive. There's loads of positive people out there. If you really want to extend your network or your audience, find people in groups that share interests with you, you know what I mean? You might be speaking people just are going to do what they want to do on Facebook, and that's what we're going to do. We just want to do whatever we want to do, and we're going to have a British nationalist party, you know? So if people are constantly sharing things you don't agree with, like a picture of Nigel Farage dressed as a king or something like that, and it does your head in, just fuck them off. Fuck them off. It doesn't matter. If it's your friends, if it's your family, you're going to see them again, aren't you? But you don't need to see them every day in your house, in your bathroom, sat on your toilet with you, you know? Oh, look, I'm just your internet dad. Facebook Gandhi, if you will. What I am encouraging you to do is be the change you want to see on social media. If it's not positive enough for you, go out there and be positive. Support people. Someone shares a business, tiling. I don't care about tiling. I live in a rented house, you know what I mean? If any tiling needs, do it. Just ring my landlord and go, can you do this tiling? But share their business, you know what I mean? If someone shares something that you think, that's remotely interesting, that's only remotely interesting, give it some love, you know what I mean? It makes you feel good. It's just like letting someone out at a junction, as I said before, you know, letting that lady in front of you, that old lady in front of you, because she's old in a queue. Go on, you go first. You go first. Stuff like that just makes you feel good. Someone's put a thought onto a piece of paper. No, they haven't, not on paper. Someone's put a thought out there online. And if it's not negative, just give it a like, for God's sake, you know. Not only does that make you feel good, but actually it makes Facebook and Instagram algorithms like you. And that means next time you post something positive, you're less likely to feel down about it because it's going to reach a wider audience and probably get more of a reaction. Does that make this sense? Does that make this sense? On the strength of that, like this, share it, otherwise I'm gonna cry. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Friday feelings, Friday feelings, Friday feelings, Friday feelings.